Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you probably heard, there was an update. Well, by the time you're seeing this video, yesterday. So not only did we get a new skybox, as you can see there, we've got a bunch of new blocks and some updates. So we're going to take a quick look at that, let you know what's going on, and see how everything breaks down. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. So happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. If you haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the Space Engineers community, we've got a bunch of new blocks. So what they've done is we're now on build 1.193, at least at the time of the recording. So as always, there's a slew of bug fixes. I'm not going to get into them. I will post a link down in the description to the official blog from Merrick, as well as links over to some of the additional content, because there is some content that they've produced that I would love to show on camera, and I actually have permission to use one video or one page from, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to spoil it for you. But they have a comic book now. It's a web-based, completely free. Links to it will be in the description. And let's just jump right into the new blocks. So, if you remember before, we had a bunch of open cockpit styles, right? You have the original cockpit, you have the flight seat, you have a passenger seat, and in the last update, or I should say in the previous update, they finally gave us an open air cockpit for small grids, which is this little BC right here. And what they've done is we now have an updated one for large grid as well. And this thing has got some just like all sorts of bells and whistles on it. And I would love some of those buttons to be functional, but the fact that we now have, was that 5 screens in an open cockpit, that is just awesome. I mean, we can get a lot of information in a open cockpit format, and I have a feeling we're going to be using this particular seat quite a bit in some of our builds. But I did wanted to give you a quick view of that. Some of the other new blocks, we now have new catwalk blocks. So for longtime members of the channel, you know I've been complaining about the new blocks because, you know, originally we had the no railing, double railing, the 90-degree railing, the single railing, and and that was it for the official catwalks. In what they've done now is, if you have DLC Pack 2, the Decorations Pack 2, where you get the catwalks, there's now a 3-rail catwalk, so basically the U-shaped rail, and then on offset left and offset right, or a gated catwalk, so you can actually use those single wide stairs and not have a whole lot of issues here. Well, have fewer issues. Let me grab these really quick. Now, I didn't check if they have finally changed the ladder, so let's try this, and then we're gonna go, let's go get these out of here. Oh, they did, look at that. Wait a second, where are you? Oh yeah, they have a left and right variant now. So that is your left variant and right variant. Oh, thank you, Keen. Now, I had been talking with some of the guys over at Keen about the update, and they didn't tell me what the new blocks were. They were just like, we've got a bunch of stuff coming out, but we can't let you talk about it. So They finally gave us the clear bill of health on it. Basically, when the live stream went live, it was like once the content went out, we could talk about it. But I didn't want to jump on their thunder because, well, you know, it just wouldn't have been nice. So, oh, that is so much nicer. I am liking that. So I'm already thinking about potential build ideas with these things. Oh, so good. All right, so like I said, if you have the Decorations 2 DLC, these are being added as part of the existing DLC pack. So there's no additional charges. There's, you know, nothing to purchase again. If you haven't purchased the DLC previously and you were waiting for more of the blocks to come out, that might be a reason for you to pick it up. Now, one of the big things that they added to the base game, now these are supposed to be in here as part of base game, no DLC. We now have small grid windows as part of the core game, which, you know, if you've, like I said, if you've been around this channel long enough, you've heard me complain about these things. Because the only way to basically use small grid windows previously was to basically use a mod. And the block mods that have them they're good mods, don't get me wrong, you know. But it's nice to have these things officially in the game, because now it's one less thing you have to worry about in tracking down and worrying about, like, if in the future if Keen breaks something again. Because come on guys, it's Keen. we know that the update is going to break something for somebody, right? That's just the way it is. It's a running joke at this point. But yeah, so just wanted to give you a quick look at those. And that's pretty much the extent of the in-game changes, like the stuff that you can really see. Most of the rest of the changes are things like they continue to work on stability, fixing known crash bugs, load errors, some of the network issues people had been complaining about recently in multiplayer, server stability. And so yeah, it's nice to see things continuing and seeing the development continue. And I want to just check. So we now have the half rails. Okay, so we do have those. Now I am in creative mode, obviously. This is not a playthrough save, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going through because they sometimes like to hide things. So one of the things that they did do is window blocks now have their own call out in the tab down here. And I think this was added previously and I just didn't mention it before. But what they've also done is they've actually given us some more groupings to try and clean up the UI a little bit further, which is good. I definitely don't mind that. Let's see here. I just want to check and make sure we don't have any other. Like I said, they sometimes like to sneak stuff in, so it's always, you know, advisable to go in and take a look and make sure. The jukebox. I still would like to have a version of the shower that's set up like the toilet or the bathroom, where it has the door that doesn't open or close. Just something to close that space off a little bit, because that's just a very large open space. Oh, okay, so antennas. That should be everything then. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so that is the new blocks at a very, very quick look. Now, this is not going to be a long episode. Obviously, we're almost done because we've already looked at all the content, quite honestly. But what I'm planning on doing is I think we're going to start a new playthrough on the single-player survival side of House. Let's see here. The diagonals are still there. This is the... and the half gates. Nice. But yeah, so like I said, we're pretty much done with everything we can do in the survival series that we've been doing. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is for this coming week, we're going to do probably a short run series inspired by some well-known, we'll say late 90s, early 2000s vehicle-based shows. So I have some ideas for something I want to try, and we're gonna try doing that, or I'm gonna try recording that over the weekend and see if we can get a couple of videos up for it. There will also be more catching up on the multiplayer backlog that folks have been asking about. I have, I think, another 3 or 4 videos in that series to put out. And so over the course of the holiday week, because, well, I'm going to be spending time with the family for most of the week, which means I'm not going to have a chance to record a whole lot. So you'll be getting a lot of the multiplayer stuff, filling in for anything that I can't do for new videos. All right? Okay, so we've told you what's going on for this week, or this coming week. We've shown you what's in the new update. And I think that is going to about do it for us today. If you're interested in learning more about what's going on in the Space Engineers community, make sure you check out the official Space Engineers channel. Links for that will be down in the description below. If you like the live streams, they do live stream over on Twitch. I'll put a link down in the description for Twitch, and then there will be a description or a link to the blog entry talking about this holiday update, as well as a direct link to the comic. The comic is actually pretty entertaining. I liked it. Don't know if you will or not, but you know, everyone likes a different thing. So, but we'll put the links in there, make it easy for you to find it. And on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the comments below. As always, I do ask the folks try to keep it positive and creative. I don't mind people venting spleen every once in a while in the comment section, but you know, the the feedback on key updates, oh, it gets spicy. So anyway, I'm not going to delete your comments or anything like that. I'm just asking. It's a family-friendly channel. Keep it family-friendly, folks. And on that note, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And just want to say happy holidays to those that are celebrating. If you aren't, well, hope you have a fantastic rest of the year anyway. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, so much things to build now.